Hello there everyone, my name is Matt, and we're going to be playing some Blueprince today. This is a continuation of the playthrough I've been recording. This is going to be day 5, we did day 4 yesterday. If you haven't watched the others, it's probably a good idea for you to go back and watch those so you can see how my thought process really ties together. But also, I do feel that I should warn, it is recommended that you go into this game blind, so if you have not played the game before, you might, there will be major spoilers in these videos, so just bear that in mind as you watch. But with that warning out of the way, let's go ahead and dive right in to day 5. Alright, here we are coming back. So I did go back and look, because yesterday, if you recall, I found the car keys, and I found the garage, and I found some interesting things there. I did go back, and on day 1, I did also find the car keys, but I believe I found them in the guest bedroom, which was here, and then yesterday, which was day 4, I found them in the courtyard, I believe. I did check this just a moment ago, so I should probably know it off the top of my head. I found it in the courtyard, which was all the way over here. So it is not specific to the location or to the room, it seems, where the items are. So I am curious how that works, but I don't know. What I do want to see is, I've seen these flowers in various places. Let's go ahead and start writing those guys down as well. Everything else in here looks essentially the same. The paintings in the entry hall are always the same, or at least they have been for the last couple of days. Yep, before it was the Queen of Diamonds and the Ace of Spades, which it is here as well. No idea if that's significant, but we shall see. I do not remember what color the flowers were. We're gonna go ahead and write those down. It looks like purple, white, and yellow. So I'll take that down, and we'll go ahead and continue. Let's just go straight ahead. Let's plow right in. All right, let's see what we got. I have a corridor, breaker box. Definitely don't want the breaker box. That'll cut me off pretty quickly. Let's just do the corridor. Go deeper into the manor. All right, we have. This is gonna be. Let's see. Oh, we got a bride and we got a bridge. That's right. That's where we found security before. And the hat. I do want to start writing down what the hats are in various places. I am fairly certain those are room specific, but my goal is just to kind of gather as much information as possible and then see how it ties together. So let me go ahead and start with that. That we have, I'll call that, I don't know, Indiana Jones hat. Is it a fedora? It might be a fedora. I'm never good at that. And then we have the bride and the bridge. Alright, let's go ahead and move on. We'll just go straight through and let it ride. Now, one thing I did want to check, I don't have any items yet, but that is useful. One thing I did want to check is I'm attempting to predict what is supposed to be in various places. So, for example, yesterday in 3-3, which is where I am, I found the drawing room, and that had the road and the fishing rod in it. Neither of these really apply to that. This one cuts me off, even though the coat check is pretty cool. If I find an item, I might not need to find it again. You know what? I think I am going to grab that now, and I'm just going to operate under the assumption that I will find an item. So I can, what we got here? Oh, we got the tag there. If I hit the ding, check item or retrieve item. There are no items to retrieve, and I do not currently have any checked items. And there is, there's another, looks like a fedora, with the number 5 tucked into it. So that's interesting. And then we have the fishing rod and the road. So yeah, paintings are specific. Let me take those down. Anything else here? I don't really see anything else. I might be overthinking some of this stuff, but that's all right. I'm still gonna write them down anyway, because I'm just fascinated by this. So let's go ahead and write down what I see. All right, let's keep going. We don't really have any other options but to turn and go back to the entry room. So now, do we want to go east or west? Let's go east. I think I went west first yesterday. We have the nook, the den, the guest bedroom. I think we'll go with the den to open things up a little bit more. Oh, and I did want to check, there are not trunks in this in here, because yesterday I found a thing in the observatory and there was a trunk here and a trunk here. Those are not present, so I am glad I came back to check that at least. So we have our clocks. Let's grab the gem before I forget. And we got our clothespin and evergreen tree, it looks like. We're in 4-1. And I don't remember actually seeing those before, but that doesn't mean I might have just not had a room that was there. Or that had paintings, excuse me. I actually don't know if did I come here yesterday? I might not have come here yesterday. No, I definitely came here yesterday. Oh, but it was the spare room. There was basically nothing there, so that's all right. And we have our small chess piece, which I believe I've seen in the den before. So let's go ahead and start with the paintings. Now, one thing I do notice is the time is ticking and is moving. I'm told I'm not supposed to wait here overnight. I wonder if I just hang out in the den until like nighttime, if something will happen. That might be an interesting thing to do. I'm not just going to sit here. It's going by a couple seconds, but we'll come back to that. We will come back to that. Let's continue going east right now. All right, bedroom, nook, parlor. All of them curl me that direction, which is nice. I get more gems here. I get a key here. I think I get more gems here at least. I get a key here, and I have the bedroom here. Do I know what paintings were in this one before? This is 1-5, and I don't. Or it'll be 5-1. Excuse me. Paintings are the elk and the dog tag. Maybe parlor, like elk hunting parlor. I have no idea. Again, I'm completely spitballing here. We have our nice little game, which we're familiar with. We have this little guy, a wind-up key, and we've already seen this game a few times. So let's just go ahead and see what we have here. The black box contains gems. All 3 boxes are empty, so we know that's a lie. This box and the blue box are empty. So well, I really hope that's a lie, at least. We'll see. So we have, if this is lying, let's do it this way, because this is the key one. This box and the blue box are empty. If this is lying, then one of these two is correct. This is interesting, actually. Hold on a second. So all 3 boxes are empty, we know is a lie, which means that one of these is the truth and one of these is the lie. If this is the lie, that means that the box has to be here, but that's impossible because then this would also be a lie and all 3 of them would be a lie. Whereas if this is true, then that would make everything else fall into place. So we're going to go ahead and open this box, and I am fairly certain I am correct. And I am. Perfect. All right, got some gems. Okay, cool. I do not see any paintings of any kind. Do I see an elk outside, maybe? Or a moose, or whatever it is? Nope. Don't see any. Oh, here they are. Yep, the moose and the dog tag are still both here. So yeah, I mean, again, very clear at this point that they are specific. At some point I'll have to do a map of what each painting area is and where I have it, and we'll go from there. But for now, let me just continue to write them down. Alright, and we will move on. Let's see, I got the chapel, the guest bedroom, and the kitchen. This opens me up. Let's see. I think if I were to do this, well, what's supposed to be in this one? Or again, the guest bedroom. Oh, you know what? I got the guest bedroom in the same exact spot before. And the reason I'm not interested in the chapel is it's not great. It will allow me to continue, I guess. I don't have any coins yet, so maybe this is the way to go. Yeah, let's do it. That'll be fine. I just got to be careful coming back through here. Alright, the white bishop is still the same. I am almost certain none of these change. We got the hoe. The shovel is 2. I remember that because I bought the shovel at one point, but I still don't know there's anything I'm supposed to be doing here yet. I'm sure there is. I know that I'm missing things in this game. But so far, it doesn't look like there's anything here that I can do anything with. I wonder if there's I mean, that's clearly a stained glass there. I wonder if there's... wonder if it has something to do with the light. The light's coming from the north. I wonder if that is stationary or if it changes depending on what orientation I have the chapel in. That would be something curious to see, at least. Yeah, because it's coming from the north right now. That might be interesting to investigate. Well, for now, let me go back this way, see if I can connect it or something. I don't even know if I need to connect it, but we'll go ahead. Oh, the observatory. Yeah, I think the observatory is the one I want to get. Let me just see how it lines up. Yeah, that'll connect it back. That's not a bad thing, I guess. This one will allow me... this one will give me more expansion options, but I do like the observatory, because that'll give me some useful things. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, I notice that swivels around when I do that. This is the third star I've found. We have, again, oh, I didn't check that before, the bat and the bath. And that's going to be, yeah, I remember this in 4.2. Yep, we've had that before. Okay, while I was writing this down just now, I came to a realization. The pairs of paintings seem to be just one letter apart. We have the bath and the bat here. The other ones that I've found so far are the, let's see, well, not all of them that I figured out yet. Yeah, so one of them is the clothespin and the evergreen tree. That could be the pin and the pine, like a pine tree. Then we have fishing rod and road, so rod and road, and then bride and bridge. All of them are one letter off from each other. That cannot be a coincidence. It just can't be. There's no way that that's a coincidence. That's got to have something to do with it. So we got, well, okay, all right. That'll be. I'm definitely gonna have to make that map while I'm out now, or once I'm away. So let me go ahead and get my thing here. So we're gonna see. Yep, we see the slice. We get +3 steps. I don't think we get a trunk in the. I don't think it's cumulative, is what I'm saying. So we probably don't get trunks in the car. We still have 3 globes. I think we had 3 before, but I can't remember. Let me see what we had in the observatory yesterday. We have the 2 globes in the room that spin. I hadn't quite figured out what was going on here yet, but I'm very excited about these paintings, so I think we're going to keep going and not worry about that. I don't have money yet, so I'll go back through the chapel and go north. Yeah, let's go that way. Let's do that. Okay, and I'm really curious about those paintings because I'll bet you anything. We'll get there. We'll get there. Courtyard gives us plenty of room for expansion. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh, I don't remember there being a weed whacker here before. Oh, a metal detector. Oh, cool. Okay. Cool. That's fun. I don't remember seeing that. I thought it was a weed whacker, but I guess not. This is definitely, I feel like if I get my hands on a shovel, I should have it here. This is where I should come. So let me go ahead and write down what I have. So the courtyard, we have, the courtyard is 5-3. At least at the very least, I now have an item that I can check in the code check. Let's keep going. Let's go this way, fill in the gap there. We got a passageway, a nook, and a closet. That'll cut me off, so I don't want to do that. Closet will give me 2 items. That'll give me more options, and I don't have the gems for that. I can still go north, and both of these will cut me off anyway. So let's go ahead and get the 2 items here. We have, oh, perfect, I got a key. Anyway, we got a key, and we got a gem. Okay, great. So the metal detector, I see how it works. The metal detector alerts me when there's a key nearby. Oh, and what are the paintings I have here? I have a clock and a lock. That's what we're looking at. Okay. We're on to something, guys. We're really cooking with gas now, is what's happening. All right, let's. I don't think there's anything else in there, but we got the clock and the padlock. Let's come on. Let's keep going this way. We might. Nope, not locked yet. Spare room or pantry. I don't want to get this again because it'll cut me off. Any money I get is going to be, well, not all the money, but some of it. Well, this will give me extra steps. Let's go ahead and grab this. Oh, we got a banana. Metal detector's going off again so I can get my coins. And 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. Yep, we still have that. And we have our paintings here. I see dunes, maybe sand and. Maybe that's what it is? I think that's what it's trying to say. Sand and. And so the letter would be S that's missing. I really think we're on to something here. I really think we are. Let me go ahead and write those down. Alright, and then we'll keep exploring. I got the bedroom. Alright, I'm officially getting cut off, and I'm going to have to go back the other way. We got the nursery, bedroom, guest bedroom. All 3 are bedrooms. I will not be answering again. Getting the 10 is probably not bad, but this is more repeatable later down the line. So let's go ahead and grab the nursery. Alright, we immediately get 5. No keys or coins in here because metal detector isn't going off. But we got a gem, which is cool. Oh, what's this? The Red Prince. Oh, we get to read the book. Cool, okay. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess what with the clues that we have said. It was a story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince in his book, the red book we just read. Interesting. I am sure there are clues in there that I'm missing. We can probably see the different rooms. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that's interesting at the very least. It's kind of cool. Let's see what else we have in here. Anything good? I don't remember running into that last time, but maybe I just missed it. We got paintings. Oh, we got a match and another evergreen tree. A wick, maybe, or a hand? No, it's got or fire and fur. Fire and fur. That's what it's got to be. Yep, it has to be that. Let's go ahead and write those down. And I don't really think there's much else we can do here right now, so let's go ahead and we'll have to backtrack a little bit. Yeah, we'll have to go to the entrance hall and go east from there. All right, we are making progress. We are learning some things. And we're going to lose a coin, and now we won't need to come back through the chapel again, which is good. So this is the last time we'll need to do that. All right, and you know what? I'll be able to check the entrance hall. Let's check the time real quick. Okay, we were at like 9-ish before. Now we're at 11. So let's go ahead. Yeah, we don't get trunks here, so that's all right. Okay, and the corridor to coat checked. That's all good. Let's go ahead through here. Oh, security. Awesome. That's the one, definitely. That'll tell me if I missed anything, although I don't think I have so far. So let's see what we have here. Anything? Well, we got our paintings. We know that. We got prayer beads and a crowbar. Beads and a pry bar, maybe? Prayer and pry, maybe? This one I'm going to have to think about. I'm not sure about this. Or pray and pry. Maybe that's what it is. Pray and pry. It might be that. That one's a little bit more of a stretch, but it's possible. And let's take a look and see if there's anything in here. Oops, there we go. Alright, just enter. We do know what the security is. Estate inventory. Oh, we're missing a gem. We missed a gem somewhere. So, have to keep an eye out for that. Keycard system. Let's see if I can shut it down. Set security level. Let's go to low. See, 1 or 2 securities with a low setting, 5 or 6 with a high setting. So let's go ahead and do that. What is change offline mode? Power is lost. Okay, let's do that, and that will allow me to unlock them as necessary. So that's good. If I remember correctly, this is the password, and it is. Cool. Let's go ahead and connect to the network and see what's going on there. All right. Let me see if I can punch. Okay. Yeah, that's right. I think I checked that before. All of this. These are special orders. Your favorite fruits. Let's see. Place a special order. Brass compass, magnifying glass. These will all be available in the commissary. Let's not do any of that right now. I'll come back to that later. So I'm not really sure. Metal detector I have, and I'm going to check it to try to get it later. Maybe I can order the shovel. Stores estimates take 1 to 2 days. All right, approve order. And then maybe I will. That'll allow me to. I can't connect those yet. I remember that. Okay, can't check email. And yeah, then we have glossary of terms, which are all probably. I don't think. I went through these pretty extensively the other day. I don't think there's very much here that is new, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Just at a quick glance, I didn't see anything. Wait, hold on. I did see one thing at the end here. What is the west path? Charming path that winds through the wooded area that runs alongside the west wing of the house. This path can be accessed from both the garage and the west gate, which is usually kept latched and locked. So what that tells me is that I can actually open the garage door like I suspected yesterday if I get power to it, or I can open the west gate, which are both in the west wing of the house. So that's going to be on the far left side, which will allow me to actually exit the house on that side. So that's actually very good to know. The west path, that is a new thing to investigate. I already wanted to go back to the garage anyway, but that tells me that the garage will only be found on the west wing of the house, because that's how you access the west gate. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's see if there's anything else. Upgrade I didn't really get to do. There are a number of data disks that can be found in the estate that contain potential room upgrades that are planned but never executed by the Baron. Yeah, I already kind of figured out what that does. Stars I don't think I read since the last time. Easiest method is drafting observatories, so there's other ways to make the stars visible in the night sky. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Interesting. All right, we'll come back to these. Just good to check on that every once in a while, but I think we're all done here. And I always like to take a glance at these, but I haven't really seen any indication that these things are particularly valuable yet. I knew that one. Well, let me just make sure it's the same, and it is. Blue memos equal true, red memos equals lie. And I can just keep on going west. Let's see what we got here. Oh, laboratory. Oh, awesome. I haven't found this one yet. Okay, great. Let's do it. And this is where another one of those terminals is going to be. So this is my first time finding this one. Okay, let's look around. This is such a strange place. There's a lab here. Oh, what do we got? This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. That's good to know. So I'll have to play with that. We got our periodic table. And we have an arrow here. Oh, okay, so that clearly aligns with what's going on over there. So I'm going to have to play with that. Okay, there's definitely a puzzle here that I'm not quite figuring out yet. Oh, but we have our first painting that looks like flan. I think that's the flan cake. And then, again, dunes. Flan, dunes, cake, and hills, maybe? I don't know. I've got nothing on this one. But, you know, I'll still take down that that's what's here. Oh, we got a red memo where we got effective melee electronic mail can only be accessed via security terminal. That is a lie. I know it can be accessed from here, or I know it can't be accessed from the security terminal, at least. So I'll know to come here and look at that. Periodic table of elements. Yep, we got this again. Okay, there's definitely a puzzle here. What's this? Heating and cooling curves. I'm an engineer, so this science actually is. I thought, you know, it's kind of fun to see how much of this is incorporated. That is pretty fun. Let's see. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure in Mount Holyoke freezer, which we haven't found the freezer yet, I don't think. Okay, so clearly there's like a sciencey. Oh, what do we got? I typically work over at Cinco Labs. We got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory in the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical? And if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. So we have... What I'm hearing here is, number one, I like that they're playing with the gimmick of it, which is that it changes every single time. But we have somebody from Cinca was assigned to work here, and they did not, they were not able to, I don't know what Cinca is, I don't think we've met them yet, but they weren't able to find the lab, but they were here to do the turbine tests. So, I don't really know what that means yet. But, you know, I'm sure we'll find out. Alright, let's keep looking. And then I need power before I can even figure out what this is supposed to be. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'll just look for a power source. It's got to have something to do with these, the tags and that kind of thing, but I don't know yet. I'm going to have to figure that out. But, you know, we'll get there. But for now, I can move on. We can go to the next room and see what's here. We got the West Wing Hall, or the Dark Room, or the Nook. I think the West Wing Hall is the way to go. Oh, there's a key or something in here. Oh, there we go. Cool. Another key. Awesome. All right. We have a plane and a calendar is what it looks like. Or a blueprint. So maybe a plane and a plan. Maybe it's the letter E. That would make sense, right? All right. Let's fill in this little hole here. See what we got. I got a drawing room. I don't have any gems, so I can't do that. I got the nook and the bedroom. This will give me a bunch more steps because and this one won't actually cut me off. Neither of these will. Let's go ahead and get the bedroom. Yeah, let's do that because that will give me more steps and it'll give me more to work with. Okay, let's see what we got here. Stair and star. Stairs and stars. So the letter I. Maybe I haven't been writing down the hats areas. That's all right. I'll save that for next time. We still have this postcard greetings from Reddington that I don't really know what to do with, but I think it's something to do with the shape of these mountains. I think that might be the hint they're giving me. But we have, nothing else here that I can see. Oops. She's got that moon necklace. I wonder if that's significant. But not much else I can see here for now except for the paintings. There was a trunk here the first time I found it, but not right now, so let me just jot it down. And then we will continue. Utility closet, bedroom, a guest bedroom, and kitchen. Can't do the kitchen. Let's do the utility closet. I might be able to get some power. Oh, there's something here. Anything? Nope. Hold on. I'm just going to figure out what the... there we go. Can I get you? Can I get you? There we go. Okay, good. Got it. All right, now let's look here. Keycard entry system. We can go ahead and shut that off wherever it is. We can turn the garage on. And I'm not sure what VAC indicators. I assume that means vacuum. Let's just turn them all on and see what happens. This might be the type of thing where I need to have the boiler connected to it in order to make it work. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll come back in here. We'll gain some extra steps. I don't believe... No, it was a utility room. There wasn't anything in there. I'll just write down that's where the utility room was. And then we'll continue. And we'll continue north. Let's see. A bunk room, that'll cut me off. All of these will cut me off. Oh, no. Okay, so this is the end of the line. That's frustrating, but can't really do anything about it. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I didn't find the boiler room, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and grab... I don't think I've found the bunk room yet, so let's go ahead and grab the bunk room. And we'll just see what's in here. What's this? Oh, some bananas. Cool. So that's 3 bananas that I found. Now, one thing I did notice is that we had apples before, and now we have bananas. Like, in the pantry, we had that. Interesting. This looks like a gaming system, but those colors, I feel like, would be significant. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, hey, little guy. Little hamster here. It's cute. What do we got? Oh, here we go. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys and I will not have to share my room. I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. Oh, there's another page. Herbie is mean and really stupid and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. Okay? I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park this Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Notice the W is missing on writing. Today's a good day because today my brother returns from college and I finally returned to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. Okay, that's cute, actually. Okay, so we have 2 brothers who are frustrated with each other. I didn't see anything dramatic clues here. This feels more like world building, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But my model airplane in the bushes outside, so maybe I can go check that out. Alright, so I don't think, unfortunately, there's much... Oh, well, you're spinning. That's cute. Can I do anything for you? Oh, I feel bad that the hamster's there. Alright, well, there's not too much I can do there. We have 2 black pawns are the chess set. We have a video game system. We have checkers. We got some movies. Yeah, it just looks like a nice little campground. Can I see the bushes outside? I don't think so. But, no, it's cute. Alright. Oh, we got our paintings. Can't forget that. So we got a boat and a crow. A crow and a row. Crow, row. That's what we got there. So the letter is C, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead. I want to see if the breaker box helped with the lab, which I don't think it would have, because it said it needed to be pumped in from the boiler. And... yeah, no power. Okay, that's alright. I'll come back to that another time. Now at least I've seen lab, but what I do want to do is check the email, because I realized I didn't check that. So we can go ahead, let's read some of this stuff. In the laboratory, you're free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk. Okay, I mean, none of these really matter. Let's just go ahead and do this. Main active. Okay, start experiment. Okay, great. Cool. Research logs. No research logs will be available the day after an experiment has been performed. So we just did that. Okay, great. Pause experiment, log into a network. So here I should be able to check my email. All right, let's see what we got. Logging in. I couldn't check my email from security, so I'll have to check it here. All right, we got staff services should be the same. Remote terminal access. I got security. The office and the shelter are the 2 others. So I can access security if I want to, but I don't want to. Let's go ahead and exit. And then email. Oh. Can only... I'm sorry. Okay, my bad. I thought it was good from there. Let's see. Data transfers. Okay, from sync are not currently available. So email can only be accessed from the office, which is probably pretty deep in the house, because I haven't seen it at all yet. And the other thing we learned is... what was the other thing we learned? Oh, and then we can run experiments here. So I need to do my best to get the laboratory tomorrow. All right, we'll go ahead and we'll log out. And I don't think there's a heck of a lot else that I can do. So let's head on back to the code check. I'm annoyed I have so many steps and I'm completely locked in. That happened much faster than I would have liked. So let's go ahead back to the code check. Oh, I didn't check about the letters here, but it's the queen and the spade. I mean, queen, ace, queen. I don't know. I really don't. Card, ace. I don't know. Face, ace. Face card, ace. Face and ace. That's what it is. It's got to be that. Oh, okay. This is really, really cool. The last thing I can do, I guess, is... well, so first I'm going to go ahead and come here and check in my my item. The metal detector. Yep, let's go ahead and check that. I can read this any day you have a code check in your house. Great. Let's go ahead and exit. And then, no, road and rod. No, I did get that. And then bridge and bride. And what I will do, the last thing I will do, is go in the den, and I wanted to see what would happen if I let the clock run out. So I'm going to keep recording, but I'm going to just kind of let the clock go, and I'll speed up this part of the video. All right, it is just about 9 o'clock in game, 8:45, and I'm just want to look around, see if anything has changed. In particular, I'm looking for the lighting of stuff. I think the sky's a little darker than it was. I want to see if the light comes in through a different way. No, it looks like it's still coming in from the north, right? Yeah, it's still coming in from the north here. I wouldn't mind seeing the windows in the west wing and seeing if it looks darker outside, if anything's changed. It definitely looks darker out here. So actually, here, now that I'm noticing this, that's the mountain that is here. That is the very famous, or not famous, but that is the very prominent mountain peak. And in the bedroom, I remember, that postcard doesn't have that mountain, which is really interesting. Let's go back and take a look at it real quick. Just gonna backtrack slightly until we're there. I think it's this one? Yeah, this one. Alright, here we are. In the bedroom. Oh, good, I gained 2 steps. Where is it? It's over here on the vanity. There we go. If I look at this... Yeah, that mountain isn't here. I don't know if that's significant at all, but that is interesting. it indicates that that mountain wasn't there at some point in the future, which would be weird to me, but I really don't know. But either way, the windows. I was looking out the windows. Maybe it looks darker. Like, I honestly can't tell. I think it looks dark. Yeah, I see stars coming out. It weren't there before, but I also see light coming in. So I'm not. I think. I think that might just be. Oh wait. Oh no, I already checked that. I already knew about that. That's fine. But anyway, I'm just like, at this point, I'm just trying to see if there's a cutoff at which point I'm gonna get. The day is gonna end automatically, because here it says specifically, okay, you may not stay overnight. So I wonder if midnight is the limit. They might be taken off the estate. Tools and items found might not. Do not assume the rooms you find. So I am guessing midnight is when I'll get cut off. So let's go ahead back over here. I also determined that every hour is roughly 7.5 minutes in-game time. So you can do the math on how, every in-game hour is roughly 7.5 minutes of real time. So you can do the math of how long I've let this video run. So you're welcome for speeding it up a little bit. But let's go ahead and close it out. We'll get to midnight at least and see what happens there. Alright, we're about 3 real-life minutes to midnight. So I'm just going to poke around a little bit and see if there's anything different. Again, I have no idea if midnight is the cutoff or if there even is a cutoff. I really don't know. This is all just a question. If we get past midnight and nothing changes, I'm going to call it. Flowers still look the same. And we got that mountain there, which is interesting. Yep, still got our clock here. It's saying the same time. Actually. Curious if it will. Maybe I'll check that tomorrow if I can try to walk around outside. Probably not, but it might be worth trying. But anyway, I'm not seeing anything that's any different. So it looks like we'll just wait for it to cut us off. I don't know. Maybe let me see. Yeah, security monitor. Security show anything in the monitors that's any different? I don't think so. At this point, I'm just running out the clock, quite frankly. So let's go ahead and let's wait in the entrance hall and see what happens. Right here, and we will just wait. Alright, coming to the end of it now. Again, don't see any changes. Let's finish where it all started. We'll go ahead and watch our big clock here until we are officially at midnight. Let's assume that I read the clock correctly. Yeah, I did. Alright, I noticed the hour hand. Did the hour hand stop moving, or is it just waiting until it fully gets there? Oh, the hour hand is slightly off. Interesting. That's kind of interesting. Alright, maybe I'll wait for the hour hand to get around to it. Is that significant? That can't be significant, right? All the hour hands are like that it's slightly off. Maybe it's a programming thing. It just stops at midnight, or it doesn't go any further. Can't tell if this one's still moving or not. I think the hour hand may have stopped. No, it's still going. This is thrilling, I know. We're almost done. I think, I feel pretty confident that nothing's going to happen. Like, this says after midnight. That one is, like, stuck, but that might just be a programming thing. It's almost there. This one is still slightly to the left of midnight. What about the hall and the entryway? I'll wait until 12:15, and then I'll be done. I just was curious to see if anything would happen. It doesn't look like anything did, but, just good to check that box. I'm not going to wait any longer. We're all done. Alright, so now I'll just see what happens if I try to walk out the front door. It'll probably tell me, hey, are you trying to call it a day? Oh no, it's letting me walk around outside. How about that? Interesting. Oh, this is the west gate. This must be the west path. I didn't know that I could do this. I'm in the grounds now. Oh, that's locked. Oh, I must need to open it from the other side. I'll bet you anything that's what I need to do. We got some rocks here. Again, we have that mountain. I didn't expect to be able to come here. That's pretty cool. Oh, we got a clock tower there as well. We got a little path here. Well, maybe there was something I could have been doing this whole time. Alright. Oh, okay. We have boarded up cave here. Interesting. We got a view here. Oh, that... Maybe that postcard refers to a different view. That over there looks like the painting in the front closet. Or in the entry hall, excuse me. So maybe there's something to that. But let's keep going, I guess. Man, I wish I discovered this earlier. I just assumed that it would end the day. It's pretty dark here. Maybe I need to come back in the sunlight. Yeah, there's not. I don't think there's anything to see here right now. That looks like I'm pretty well cut off. But, you know, I know the grounds exist. That is interesting. I can walk out and about around here. Maybe I'll do that first thing tomorrow before I really launch into the house. Between this and the paintings, I have some stuff to, I have some things to investigate and to look at. Anything in the bird feeder? No, nothing in the bird feeder. Alright, let's just go check what the time is. I'm sure it's close to 1 or at least like 12:30 at this point. And I feel pretty confident. Oh, I didn't go this way. Let's go this way first. Maybe this is where it'll tell me like, hey, are you trying to leave? You know, you calling it for the day? No, not yet. If there is a yet. Wow, how far can I go? I guess I can go pretty far. I didn't expect this, guys. I would have done this earlier. We got a gate over here. Is this where they're going to say, oh, private drive, the grounds? I did not expect this. What do we have over here? We got a campfire? How did I not know this was a thing that existed? Okay. Anything in here? Oh, what we got? Due to the rules set forth, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call it a day at any time from the blueprint menu to return to the campsite for the night. Oh, okay, so this is just where I sleep overnight. Okay, I guess that's kind of cool world building. Nothing wrong with that. It is very late at night, though, so... yeah, I guess I'll be sleeping there in a very short period of time. Yeah, because I guess the question is, like, where am I staying during all of this? Oh, there's a code here. Okay. Alright, there's definitely some stuff to look into here. Definitely some things to look into here. I bet with a flashlight I could check out that area underground in the first one. Oh, what do we got here? I don't think I can open that. Maybe this is the garage door? Maybe that's what they're connected to? I don't know. Interesting. Well, I think I will call it a day now. I've got some stuff to look into at the end here, and I determined that very little happens if you wait hours and hours and hours. I'm sure there is a point at which it will shut me down, but... Well, let me go see if I can go... Let me go see if I can go back to the ground, if I can figure out where I came from. I think I came from over here. If I go back, will it even let me back in the house now that I left? Because it is technically nighttime. A private drive, the grounds. Oh, I can go a little bit faster. Okay, I didn't realize I could. Maybe you can only do it outside. So I think I tried that another time. Can I go up this way? No, can't go up that way. Can I go... Nope, can't go that way, I don't think. Because I can't jump. No, I can't jump. Is there anything in the fountain? Oh, 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 I can make a wish with extra money. Let's make a wish. Nope, nothing. Okay, that's fine. Maybe I have to do it like every day or something like that. Alright. We're back in the house. I can run. I didn't realize I could. And it is almost 1. So I think we're gonna call it. I don't think there's any benefit to staying here. So let's go ahead and call it a day. There we go. Wait, hold on. One last thing. Experiment number 1, whenever you spend 2 or more gems. Oh yeah, that's the experiment. Yep, that's fine. Alright, call it a day. There we go. Call it. All right, we have a cozy little inn. That was a bit... we learned some things today. We learned that there's nothing that really happens after midnight, which is good. We also learned that I can go out into the grounds. We got the metal detector, which I had not had before. And we learned a couple things about the brothers and the bunk room. And then we also learned about the paintings and their letters. And I will bet you anything that is a hint. I will bet you anything that is what's going on there. So probably before the next one, I'm going to spend some time playing with that and figuring out what we got there. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.